Oh my god, you guys, I have to tell you this. I just shat the cutest shit I think I've ever shat in my entire life. I really should have taken a picture of it, but I didn't have any way of documenting it. But it was so adorable. Like, if y'all could have seen this shit, you would have been like, oh, it's so cute. Oh, that fell out of your asshole. That's adorable. Oh. It was like cute little like mini shit. Like, it wasn't like one of those little pebble shits. It was in like a little dick shape, but it was like a mini dick. Oh my god. It was awesome. I might go to the gas station. Amy. I'm a smoker, baby. I'm a smoker. It makes sense to be a smoker. I figured this out, y'all. There are different levels of addiction. And like whenever you go back to something, like say you quit something for a while and then you make the terrible decision to go back to that substance or whatever it was that you were addicted to. It's like stage 1. You tell yourself it's just going to be this one time. Okay, I'm just going to smoke in this particular setting. I'm not going to do it anywhere else. All right. And then stage 2. Like, okay, well, I'm only going to do it in this place, in that place. Like, it starts to advance, you know? Like, originally I told myself, okay, I'm just going to smoke when I'm at work. And then I was like, all right, well, I'm probably going to smoke, you know, when I do comedy. And, but I do comedy all the time. So basically that means that I'll just be smoking like 5 packs a day. Then stage 3 is where you justify it and you're like, I need this right now. Okay, I'm really stressed out. I'm really, really, really stressed out, and I have to do this right now. This is just necessary. And the 4th stage is an extension of the last stage, where like, you know, you rationalize it even more, and you're like, oh well, I was a much worse person, you know, 5 years ago. Like I'm doing this with a completely different state of mind than the state of mind that I was in before, right? Stage 5 is like total apathy, and you're just like, fuck it. You know, I'm just going to keep doing it. It doesn't matter if I'm a piece of shit because of it. Whatever. I want to do this. So you have to justify it to your brain because you know that it's really bad, and you know that it's not just like, oh, this is bad because it's an addiction, or like it's obviously bad because it's cigarettes, right? But it's like it's particularly bad for me to do it because of what it feeds inside my head. But you got to justify it so that you don't feel so guilty about it, you know? I'm still trying to figure out what it does for me exactly, because if I feel like if I figure out what it does for me exactly, then I could find something else that would do the same thing, you know, and I could substitute. He did that with weed, though. It was like any time that you wanted a cigarette, you just smoke weed. Yeah, but I was already smoking weed, so I don't know. Let's go back to smoking weed. Win-win. Yeah, but like, I don't know what it is about just sitting in a fucking parking lot and chain smoking that I find so romantic. But I was thinking about just like taking all the footage of myself smoking cigarettes and like pairing it with like really like cheesy romantic kind of music, because that really is how your brain thinks about it. You know, like, oh my God, what about all those times that I was chain smoking in my car and it just completed me? You know, like, what about all those times that I was chain smoking at bars and it completed me? What about all those times? Like, so stupid, the lies that we tell ourselves to rationalize the horrible decisions that we make on a day-to-day basis. Comedy is therapeutic, y'all. I think that you should advertise this, like your YouTube channel. You really should showcase it as like comedy therapy, because, you know, you're doing this all day, every day. Yeah. Hold on. That's right. I just set a toothpick on fire. Smells good though. Burning wood smells amazing, okay? But I hate this though. I feel just as powerless as I did when I was like a drunk. And I couldn't believe that I was so powerless over alcohol because of everything that I knew about alcohol and addiction and dependency and all that. Because I had been to so many meetings. Like, I can't tell you how much step work I've done, you guys. And it didn't do shit for me. You know, should have just gotten a Stairmaster. But like, I feel like the 12 steps are for people that have like little to no self-awareness. You know, like if you have as much self-awareness as I do, then like working some spiritual program, like where you're like taught to like dissect everything even more, and like I feel like AA just like makes you like that much more introspective. Like that's the one that I went to, but I mean the 12 steps are the 12 steps. It's the same everywhere, but like I don't need any help. Like the 12-step approach is very idealistic, you know? Like the intentions were good. Much like, you know, the intentions that like liberals have. Like this would be really great if people weren't people, you know? But unfortunately, human beings are fallible and we make mistakes all the time and then try to justify why those mistakes were absolutely necessary. And I mean, I'm not saying that they weren't, but I feel like that's an easy escape, you know, from having to like face the fact that you're a fuck up. I don't know, Amy. You quit before, you can quit again. It's just harder each time. But you do have a different perspective. I have a different perspective every 5 fucking minutes. God damn it, I love smoking. I really do. I think I have 30 empty packs of cigarettes on my table in my garage because I'm like collecting them. I'm like, no, you should hoard these because you can turn them into an art project all about addiction, right? There has to be a reason for this. There has to be a reason why we're relapsing. So full of shit sometimes, you guys. So full of shit. Hold on. Nah. No, there's this one bass line you did. It was awesome. Fucked it up! God fucking damn it! Do it faster. Mama. Mama. Y'all hear that? A little bit? I hate how predictable I am. I hate that I can tell myself the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. Yet I'm ever so predictable. I'll go right back there to that same place that got me in trouble every time I go there, but hey, fuck it, right? I don't want to be one of those fuck it kind of people. You know? Like, fuck it kind of people, those are the kinds of assholes that litter. And I hate those kind of assholes. You know, like, fuck it. This world's already shit. I'm just gonna keep shitting all over it. Fuck. I'm already 300 pounds. I'm gonna get the triple baconator. Just trying to figure things out, you guys. Just, that's what I'm doing. So, a lot of people in my work like to come up to me and say shit that's like blatantly obvious. It's like, God, Amy, I'm ready to get out of here. Like, man, I want to stay here forever. Wendy's is my home. God, I was laughing about that for like 10 minutes when I was cleaning the frosting machine tonight. Cause like there's this chick that I work with, like she's always complaining about how she wants to go home, right? Wendy's is not home. Like, anybody wants to be at work. You know, like, what is the point of complaining about being at work? Like, you have to do it, right? You need those drugs. I mean, you need to pay your bills and shit, but you need drugs. Everybody has to do shit that they don't want to do. Everybody has to work. Well, unless, of course, you're in like the 1%, then you don't have to do shit. Then you can bitch about all the liberals, you know, trying to take away your fucking money. You know? Lord knows you need another yacht. A lot of times, like, I'll have to wait on these customers that, like, can't even speak actual words to me. I mean, like, I'm not good at, like, small talk at all. Like, I would rather just, like, stand there in, like, dead silence than, like, make small talk. Like, yeah, how are you? How's your day going? Like, fuck that. First of all, I don't give a fuck how your day's going. Second, I really don't give a fuck how your day's going. Third, like, why do we have to make stupid ass bullshit social norm type conversation that, like, we both acknowledge is, like, unnecessary, you know? I guess it just, like, makes people feel awkward, you know, to just do things and be quiet. But it's like, I've been quiet my whole life. Explains why this sideshow of mine is so fucking vivacious. I don't know if vivacious is the right word, but I still use it anyway. Because fuck it, right? I'm making my own language. In my world, vivacious was the right word. I mean, fuck, like, everybody misuses the word literally. Like, it's not just, like, that they say it and they totally fuck up the word, which is what happens the most. But they just say it and it's, like, unnecessary to say it. Like, as if you need to, like, prove to me that something really happened. You're like, yeah, that literally just happened. Like, I wouldn't have believed you unless you included the word literally. It's funny to me the way that people talk. It's funny how many people. It's funny how many people they get offended if you say, like, certain words, or if you talk about shit that, like, you're not supposed to talk about because you're white, or because, you know, whatever, like, you live in this country, or you're not totally gay, you're just half gay. Like, people are just getting so fucking uptight. I mean, it's ridiculous. And I feel like it's just, it's worse because of social media. I'm just really glad that I don't do that shit. I mean, like, I have an Instagram, and, like, I keep telling myself I'm going to delete it because I don't really check it. Because I don't want to. It just fucking depresses me. Like, I think I put up, like, 8 pictures of myself. And it just has made me sad every time that I do it, you know? But, like, yeah, I'm not on Twitter or, like, Facebook, or... I'm not on all, like, the sites where you can, like, try to assert yourself and, like, prove to the world who you really are. Like, it's fucking stupid. Like, I feel like I do a good enough job of that, just existing and being who I am on a regular basis. Like, I don't need to do extra documentation. It's like I got the camera crew in my head, so, like, I don't need fucking Facebook or whatever. The only reason I'm on Instagram is because, like, a black dude told me to do it. Yeah, but you should delete that. Like, it's really not worth it. Yeah, it's not. It's just terrible. Just a way for people to think that they're, like, living way more exciting lives than they actually are, you know? And it's a lie, too. Because, like, the way that I look at pictures, I feel like they're visible lies, you know? Because typically pictures are going to be like you know, if they're selfies, you're going to be like, I look so good right now. I'm really confident about how I look. The selfie's for you, it's not for anybody else, right? Why are you sharing it? Defeats the whole purpose. But, you know, oftentimes I'll see, like, pictures of people, like, you know, with their loved ones, with their friends, with their family. I'm like, I can tell you guys fucking hate each other. You know, you're all posing for the picture. Like, I'm really happy to be here at this social event. I love my boyfriend so much. I mean, I'm not, like, I know that I do a lot of female caricatures. You do male caricatures, though. You just have more of a problem with women than you do men. Dude, I have to deal with fucking, like, sexist, misogynistic shit all day long, okay? Like, I just fucking roll with it. Because the best way to deal with that shit is to prove them wrong. You know? Be like, actually, I don't want you to think, like, I work like a man, because all the men that I work with are so full of shit. So, like, I'm just, I'm not gonna say I'm neutral, because, like, I feel like I'm obviously a feminist, but I'm not. You don't act like a feminist. Well, I'm not gonna be a fucking cunt about it. Like, there's no point, because being a cunt about it, like, in the day-to-day, like, it doesn't change people's minds. Like, if you want to inspire political change, you gotta be a festering cunt sore. But, you know, just in, like regular ass situations, you know, like work and relationships and shit, like, it doesn't help. Especially, you know, if you're trying to sway people to your side, like, it being all uptight, like, it doesn't change people's minds. I feel like it just makes people less likely to listen to you. So that's why you gotta be open-minded, and you gotta just fucking sit back and take it. But it's always helped, you know, that I have this sideshow going on. So that, you know, anytime that somebody says something that's fucked up, I'm like, well, I'm gonna take your ass down the stage, motherfucker. You know? There are gonna be all kinds of people laughing at your dumb ass. And you're not even gonna be aware of it. But see, I don't have to document shit to know, like, oh, this is how I feel, or, like, this is who I am, you know? Like, I've got a pretty good idea of myself. Anyway. just got home. I thought Wendy's was your home. Well, we're going to have to leave this home and go back to our crib, where we can play. I just want somebody to play with, y'all. The lights just turned off. I just want somebody to play with me. And I don't mean that sexually. I mean, yeah, that could definitely be interpreted sexually, but I just want somebody to hang out with, somebody that comes over and isn't afraid of how we live over here, you know? That's all I want. Okay.